Hello. You're multicasting. 1 starting, 5 running. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. All are running smoothly. That's good. How's your week going? Hopefully running smoothly. Are you treating yourself well? I was in the comments tonight with several people. Kind of felt like that tonight, more like in the background. I like that occasionally, to just be in the background, be a fly on the wall, and just add some comments to people. That's all. Hey, Luke MC from Windsor. How are you today? Are you treating yourself well? I hope so. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy week. Good week, though. I like these kind of weeks. I think Zoe's trying to get in to the back room here. I have a feeling. I'm going to let her in. 1 sec. Oh, is that you? Yeah. Okay. Let's open this up. All right. I got some fresh air. It's all good. It's all good in the morning. It's all good in the afternoon. It's all good in the evening. How's everybody? So my dog was barking. I had to go check it out. Good old Phoebe. Hi there. How have you been, Luke? I haven't talked to you in forever. Are you open to talking tonight? You're not a real camera guy, though, I get the impression here. Let's invite you anyways. I love this new feature. Invite user. There we go. We invited you. You can come up if you'd like. We got a whole 19 people. We've got my dog crying in the background a little bit, whimpering. I think my wife is trying to sleep, and my dog is not letting her sleep. Do you ever have that? Your dog won't let you sleep. Wants to snuggle, but just does not want to sleep. Harbor Journal just subscribed. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the people who subscribe and all the people that follow. One of the things I love most about Haps is you just don't know what direction it's going to go in from day to day. Hello from Los Angeles. Well, we got to invite you. There you go. I had a feeling you were out there. Isn't that weird? I had a feeling. Invite user. There we go. Okay, you've been invited. I love that new feature. It's so much easier. So I do this every broadcast. Katrina. How are you, Katrina? So good to see you. I always love seeing you there. From Phoenix. Katrina, would you ever be willing to come up? Maybe even on my birthday type of thing? You know, it could be a present to me. You could come up. I could meet you. We could talk. That would be lovely. I talk to you every day. Usually, almost every day, right? The days I broadcast. So good to see you there. I love it. People are sneezing in the background. That's always good. We got dogs barking in the background. We've got noises outside. It's all good. I'm pretty good. I swear I'm awakening. Only like half my brain is working today. Eleanor Marie. Eleanor Marie. The finest woman I've ever seen. I think we have a song. It's a song, for sure. I think I paraphrased there a little bit. Oh, well. I think Zoe was trying to get in the back again. I'm not sure. Hello from Denver. My connection is wacky when I'm on in the evening. Do you have several people using the internet? Is that why? Yeah. It's cool, but think about it though. How lucky are we that we can talk to each other from all over the world simultaneously together? It's fantastic. It is very, very good. All right, let's see what we got here. But today, I swear I have half my brain. Half of it is working. That is it. No more, no less. Okay, here we go. I can do simple tasks, just ask me. Okay, here we go. Never mind what a few lost souls think of your secret dreams. You are love beyond words could ever truly express. Be the light you desire most in this world. These are great words to live by. I'm heading home on a train so I can get dropped. A lot. Okay. I'm not totally sure what that means. Can you clarify? Could you give us some more information? Could you clarify the situation? Katrina, right? I don't know if I've ever met a Katrina besides you. The only other Katrina I know is Katrina and the Waves, and I say this every time. Walking on sunshine. Whoa, right? One Love Award. Oh, well, thank you. Eleanor, would you be willing to come up? Let's see if we can get Eleanor up. Eleanor's a deep thinker. She could maybe get my brain going here. My brain's not working. Invite user. There you go. Have you ever had that day, though, you have kind of like a deep fog? I've had kind of a deep fog all day, and I'm super intuitive today. But the rest of my faculties, forget it. Old memories, forget it. Recalling a name, forget it. Cannot do it. I know I can't today. Hello, I would love for you to come up. I know I hound the crap out of you, but I think I'm a bit of a fan. I really am. I'm a fan of your work. I really admire what you do. I love when people have special skill sets, find a way to make it marketable, and then can go and just do it. And you're unlike anybody else that I've seen. C.S. Murphy. What does CS mean? What does the CS stand for? We don't know. How was your work week, everybody? Mine was fun. A little scary at one point. I thought someone broke into the building, but it wasn't. It was just somebody who worked there. See, your mind plays tricks on you. It is not worth it. Do not frighten yourself. Things may be closer than they seem. What do we got here? Still working on marketing part. Constantly sketching. Well, you could just be in the background and we could see you sketching, unless it's secret sketching. Secret sketching. Okay. Let's see here. I'll be okay. If you change your mind, which would make me very happy, I would love to talk to you. Even if it's for 5 minutes, that would bring me great joy. And it's about my joy. I don't know if you've ever noticed or watched this program. I'm very much about my own joy. Joy, joy, joy. You need it. I do want to give a little gratitude to some of the people in my life, and this will help me. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Okay. First off, Hans, please, if you're out there, beam aboard. You might be in the background. Would love to see you. Michael Richley, thank you. Scared the crap out of me today. Carmi, great show. Wonderful show. Sure, I'll come up. Just 1 minute. Are you beautifying yourself? Are you getting camera ready? See this here, all this beauty? This took no time at all. In fact, I should have combed my hair some more. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me in the morning, but I'll have my hair slicked back, all wet. That's because it was in every direction and I look like Bon Jovi. Kentucky Mike. Hello, Kentucky Mike. So Is that Corbin or Carbon? Corbin, Carbon. I'll tell you a quick story because every time I hear the word carbon, I think of this story. So I drove to Florida. I was in a Grand National, which is like a Regal. I don't know if you know what that is. That was a real muscle car. I had one of those. I was super proud of that car. Like, just thought that was the cat's ass when I was, I don't know, I think I was 23, 24. Drove all the way from, I think, London, Ontario, or Toronto, I can't remember, to Florida. Kept going, kept driving. Like, just road warrior. Got to about Atlanta, and the car smelled like ass. It did. It smelled so bad. So I pulled over, and there's this gentleman there. And I said to him, can you check my car? I'm really worried it smells funny. And he said, yeah, I'll have a look. Can you do me a favor? Will you go get some milk at the corner store? And I said, sure. And I said, well, why? He says, because a happy wife is a happy life. And I said, okay. So I went and bought milk. I said, what do you want, bagged? He said, sure, just anything. Get this. I think he wanted homo. I can't remember. So I get back, gives the milk to his wife. I guess they're on kid number 3. And she's in the midst of maybe having another child. He was thinking she needed milk. I got milk. And I'll never forget what he said to me. He said, your car's got carbon. I said, what are you doing? And he says, you're burning carbon, lots of carbon, nonstop carbon. And I went, oh, well, why do you think that is? And he said, did you drive it a long time? I said, I did. He said, it'll drive better now than it ever has because all that carbon's gone. I said, what do I owe you for this wisdom? He goes, the milk, just the milk. Good luck, son. I never forgot that. I was so happy. So, and he was right. The car did run better. It ran better than it ever ran. Eleanor, there you are. There she is. How blessed are we? I can hear the trumpet singing in the background. Can you hear that? Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da, ba-da. Oh, this guy's right
I
off.
don't know where I am on my camera.
Look at, yeah. We're doing some dancing.
Yeah, trying to find where I am on the camera.
I've been trying to find where I am for about 20 years, so I wish you well with that.
Right.
I'm still
It's a
seeking.
journey.
I'm still looking. It's a process.
Absolutely.
It's a
Yep.
process. Here, this way we have more beauty. There you go. See?
Yep.
There you go. Thank you. There you go. I have a dear friend. His name is Ravi, and he is crazy for redheads. Just
This is so natural too, right?
well, me too. This is my hair is actually really
Not at all.
dark. It's really dark
Yeah.
in real life, but I do this. I give this sandblasted look because it's so appealing. Yeah, I'm so glad I have hair. Period. So I'm
Right.
glad you finally came up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
I'm finding now that I've got enough of a following and people have seen me enough. They feel like they know me, so they'll come up now.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you probably
Yeah.
seen me enough and went, yeah, he's nuts, but I'll probably survive.
Not at all.
I'll probably survive.
I like the positive energy. Just the
Do you? So
Yeah.
some people don't like it. They don't. I think my favorite thing anyone ever said to me is, "You're a cross between Anthony Robbins and Mary Poppins." Mary Poppins more. And then that same day I got, well, you're kind of like Robin Williams, but also Mrs. Doubtfire all in one. And I said, okay, I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Have you met Edward?
I have not met Edward.
Oh my Lord. Edward is a powerhouse of inspiration. He is unbelievable. It looks like he's having bandwidth problems, but so hopefully we can get him up here.
Oh, cool.
He is a cross between Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, Anthony Robbins, and Mary Poppins. No, that's me. I'm the Mary Poppins. But
I don't even know some of these names, so.
No? Oh my God.
No.
So when I was young, I Absolutely. Oh, look, we got C.S. Murphy with his. Oh, look at. Well, I see see what happens. You bring beauty into the broadcast, and suddenly people will come up. I was not enough. See, right? Eleanor was here, and you went, okay. Okay, I'm not going in that room with that weirdo by myself.
Revscope too. You just look pretty.
Have you guys talked to each other before? This isn't your first time, right?
I believe so.
I think this is the first time.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I sense a comfort between you two, like you know each other. It's weird. Okay, well,
Who
enough of
knows?
that. I'll leave that alone. All right. So, sir, I am so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that Eleanor's here. I even serenaded her. I sang for a little bit there. But
That's fantastic.
I'm a huge fan of OBS. And when I see people do it right and do it well, I get very excited. It does. The little nerd in me loves it.
Oh, me too. I feel you there.
Yeah.
That background is fun.
It is. Have you not seen his show? You have to watch his show.
I saw a little when you were on a Revolution's show, right?
I was on there once, yeah. He
Yeah.
just didn't get an invite. It's really hard for me to accept invites. Not that like I'm like cold to it, but sometimes, you know, I'm indisposed in checking out people's broadcasts, and I'm like, the last thing that you want me to do is to answer a join broadcast while I'm sitting on a can or something like that.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, but as long as you got the OBS going on, who's going to know until you flush, right?
Hey, IBS, OBS, who knows, you know?
So what got you both into Haps? How about we start with you, Eleanor? What was the draw for you?
Periscope going down.
That was it,
And
eh?
yeah. I liked it. I was able to you're able to stream out to all of your things
Yes.
just from here. And I don't know. I like when I read about what they want for Haps. It was just their ethics and how they want to be. So
In a quarter of a mile.
Edward, you're going to
Continue
have to
straight.
turn it down a bit. I'm hearing myself again here. Is everybody seen Edward
I
heard
turned
from
it
me?
down.
I turned it down. There you go. So, Edward, how are you today? We've got some stellar guests in here. It's like the planets are aligning. Look at that. See,
It's the best day of my life, Michael. Thanks for asking.
Was the best day of your life? Why was it the best day of your life today, sir? Tell us why.
Well, I can't go back to yesterday. I hope to be here tomorrow. Today I have it's the present, and I unwrap it like a gift. So I'm very good with today.
Good. Well, I'm very good with
Yeah.
you being here with us today. Yeah.
Thank
So
you, sir. I appreciate. I don't take it lightly being invited into the scope, and thank you so much for allowing me into your broadcast.
Yeah, well, I am right now kind of starstruck because two people I really, really admire that have never been in here before are in here. Now, you
Wow.
know, C.S. Murphy, I've wanted to meet him in person for so long. I feel like I'm doing some transcendental meditation dream thing here. I don't know if you can see it on your phone there, but he's got things spinning around and he does 3D rendering. And then Eleanor's just a vision of splendor that I long to remember with a great voice.
Nice. Well, nice to meet you both.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. How are you?
Oh, it was the best day of my life, sir. Thank you again for asking. I appreciate the shout out.
Awesome.
So listen, why don't you, C.S. Murphy, just explain to what does CS mean first of all? Or is that like a hidden code?
No, it's not a hidden code. It's just my name, Christopher Sean Murphy. But there's so many Christopher Murphys on the internet that if you Google the words or the name Christopher Murphy, if that was your name, you'd probably slowly realize that you seem very ununique. And so I thought I would just take my initials and just initial those and put my last name on there. And it seemed to work. I like C.S. Lewis, so...
Yes, who doesn't?
C.S. Lewis, great author, C.S. Lewis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a lot of inspiration in here right now. Eleanor, you will never meet a man like Edward. I'm telling you right now. Yeah,
Bye, Edward.
you will span the globe and never meet. You will never probably ever meet another C.S. Murphy again either.
Never.
Never, never.
No.
No, like
They're amazing individuals.
yeah, but you know what makes them amazing is they're both uniquely different, and they've
Yeah.
embraced their differences, right? I can honestly
Definitely.
say I've never, and I read energy. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've never met anyone like C.S. Murphy. I would love to sit down in a room with him and just figure out the vibe that's going on with him. You know, where Eleanor, you're like probably 7 of my wives I've had in past lives, so I instantly feel a connection with you. You know, even though I feel slightly tortured, and you're mad at me because I didn't give the kids the right shoes or something. You know, but we'll work on it.
That's hilarious.
So please, Edward, if you can you just give us a little pearl of wisdom, because that always makes my day.
Well, the biggest thing I say, and today I was training our team across the country, and
Yes.
I asked a simple question: how many of us today have keys in our pocket? Do any of you have keys or a keychain with multiple keys on it?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, you know, keys represent a lot in our lives. Unfortunately, most of us don't realize that the keychain that we actually have hold a lot of keys. The
Right.
difference is, if you, Michael, gave me your set of keys,
Yes.
I would only have, I can imagine the access I have, but I will not be able to realize it until you gave me the instruction or the knowledge. Like your house key could be on there, your car key could be on there, and each key represents something. Do you know that each one of us who have a keychain do not have a duplicated key on our keychain? They don't duplicate them. So what I say is there's also keys in life. You can go through and access different opportunities in life. A door can open, a door can close, but every key that you have in life, a key to your family, a key to your greater community, a key to your spirituality, whatever that key is, just remember that you have those keys. And too many people today, because I'm in the cemetery funeral business, die without ever using their keys to open the doors of life.
Okay. Well, you know what? I honestly think the people in this room, we've opened many doors. We've had some doors maybe slammed in our face. You know, I've had a few women in my past that didn't fully understand the glory of the man, but you know, hey. And I've had some throw my keys back at me and go, "Yeah, I don't need this anymore." Is that what you mean? No.
Actually, Michael, they didn't have the right key. That's the difference.
No, I don't think I had the right key. Yeah. I think
Okay.
that was the problem back then, to be honest with you. Yeah.
So
I-
there you go. So
Yeah.
sometimes we try to open doors with the wrong keys.
Yeah. So right now, everybody that's in the room, Eleanor, what would you say is the key to your happiness right now?
The key to my happiness right now, me.
Yeah.
I get to decide if I'm happy. I've been through just a ton of horrible stuff lately in the last few months, but I try to remember that I've got a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah.
But I also try to let myself just feel the feelings. Like I lost my partner, and I just have allowed myself to feel that loss, and
Yeah.
there is beauty in that loss by feeling it. And somehow there's joy for me in that, like understanding that I loved someone and someone loved me. That's amazing. I mean, it hurts, but it's still amazing.
Yes.
So I mean, but I get to decide if I'm going to do that or not. I get to decide, all of my feelings, really. I mean, other people can influence it if I allow them,
Right.
but in the long run, it's me. I get to decide how I'm feeling, and I try to choose to be happy most of the time, or at least just be in the moment and allow myself to be there, and know that that's not a negative thing. If I'm feeling down or feeling pain, that it's positive to feel that pain. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that, because there are a lot of people that will connect with that. That have had a form of loss,
Yeah,
and
loss is hard. I mean,
and you're brave, because most of us don't share our feelings in these platforms. We present, I've got the best body in the world. I've got the nicest house. I've got the best partner. I always respect the broadcast or the Instagram post where you see people actually crying, or they're sad. They're actually feeling real feelings, or they're afraid. Like, we've somehow lost that ability to be real and raw.
Sometimes I feel like I'm too real and raw. Like, like, wait, did I overshare? But that's who I am. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I don't like faking it. Like, I am a human and I have all these feelings, and that's okay. I was like made this way to feel those things, and
Yeah, I think we're all made that way. Like,
absolutely.
I think it's just taken out of us as kids, right? Would you agree with that, Mr. Murphy? Is that the juices, the creative juices, unless you have great parents, are taken out of you as a kid, because we're supposed to listen and we're supposed to go to class, and everything's structured and there's rules, and I think we're changing that. I think some of the schools that are out there now are letting kids do what they want to do, be creative in the fields that they feel comfortable in. Like, imagine
that needs to happen so much more, because imagine if we influence all of those kids to what they're really passionate about, and then they grow up to be in the fields they're really passionate about. We have workers that are doing what they love, and are probably very skilled because they've learned through their passion. Like, that would be amazing if we could, do that for kids.
Yeah.
I think that's more prominent than ever, especially these days. We're all homeschooled now, or especially the kids, So what better way to, nurture the home base environment than to have a civil, creative, unique experience with your kids, instead of being like, well, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I didn't make it, so I'm going to pulverize my kids into learning my skill sets because I didn't figure it out. So all of a sudden I'm giving my child a huge pressure on him to actually persevere in the way that I didn't, and that's the worst thing you can do for your child, I think. And I don't have any children, but I've experienced help raising children, having partners that had kids, So I can say that I've had a little morsel, but I will say that the last thing you want to do is pulverize them into thinking a certain kind of way. Ask them the questions, instead of giving them information,
Yeah.
That was beautiful, man. You would be a great dad, by the way.
Yeah, it is very beautiful. Thank you for that. The gym I use is SW. Some will, some won't. So what next? You have to always remember that each person has a series of choices. And when you are raising children, my wife and I have done that successfully, because we believe that everybody comes here with a gift. They have a gift. Education only give you degrees behind your name, doesn't mean you may be the right temperature. Whatever room you walk into may not give you the temperature. You can have a lot of degrees, but no temperature. The bottom line is who defines your gift? You do. If you do go to higher education, I always tell people they get to refine your gift, but they don't make your gift. You are a gift to the world as long as you can go out there and make it happen. Every door out there is available to you. Never let anybody tell you can't be what you want to be. 7.8 billion people on the planet, and each one of us are original. None of us are a copy. Our DNA, our fingerprints, everything who we are is individual, and you can go be great.
Absolutely. Well said, sir. Well said.
He is the man. He's the dude. He's the legend. The legend. He is. He's a legend.
Well, Mike, I think that the thing that we all do, and my wife and I have this thing about emotion. Emotions are great, but you can't rely on them, because sometimes you are very up and sometimes you're down. And like my wife and I said, I decided the day I married my wife to love her. It was never based on a feeling. Now, those feelings do come because we love each other. We have children, we love them. But we don't base our love on the emotion of how one makes us feel or not feel. We use them when they are important, and we put them at the door when we don't need them. Because, and I always ask people this, in the lexicon of emotions, regret is one that is the most useless. And the reason why is, why would you regret a choice that you made? Every one of us make choices, good or bad. They're still our choice. So I don't regret the choice, even it was good or bad, because I learned from it. So I am very grateful for all the choices I've made, and I know for myself, it has allowed me to stretch, to expand, to learn, and to be more open to the world around me.
I had to get my dog. She was having an absolute knip. So she is not happy I'm talking to someone, some imaginary person in here. And she was trying to figure out who was in the back room. Just flipping. Can you see her? You can see her, right? You can see her. She's right there. That's Zoe. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Zoe's like a total of 3 pounds. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So she got her way. See, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. She got the oil. Yeah.
What is Zoe?
Just
go ahead, Mr. Murphy. Go ahead.
I just wanted to expand on what Edward was saying, because it's so profound. Because just as a side experience of what I've lived through, which was a 6.5-year relationship back east with a woman who was an oncology nurse who had to sometimes be on call and had to pronounce someone at 3 or 4 in the morning. One of the biggest things that people do say on their deathbed is that they regret not giving life just a little bit of a push, like giving that try. Oh, I should have done that, should have done this. There's almost like a laundry list of things at the end of life that one kind of goes through in a kind of past role experience, and realizes that they really didn't give it their all. So one of the things that I try to embrace with that information as still a young adult, I hope, is that to, enjoy your experiences while you're here, and to most certainly just give it a go, and that the universe will never throw something at you that you can't manage or handle. So if something presents itself to you and your inner gut is like, fucking go for it, pardon my French, then you just got to go and do it. You can't be apprehensive because you're having a physiological response based around anxiety and nervousness about doing your first talk in front of someone, or doing something that's out of the ordinary than staying just in your room like we are right now. Because all of us are super confident. There's a lot of musicians right here on Haps that are super confident, but if they were thrown in front of a live audience, they'd crack, So there's this kind of perseverance you have to give life. You got to make sure it's not too artificial, because you might be fooling yourself,
I'm only confident when Eleanor's in the room. Then I feel I have that stability. That 7 lives of us, being co-creators in our lives. And what, she was my brother once, and then she was my grandfather in another, and then she was my wife in 3, and she killed me in a bonfire once because I was unfaithful with her sister. But we got over it by the 7th life.
Definitely would be a bonfire.
Yes, it was bonfire, and she said lovely words to me that I remembered into the next life, and they all started with F, and they weren't fabulous. Yes.
Oh dear.
Yes. Oh dear. Listen, Mr. Murphy, you know what? You were doing a little bit of Mike Bathurst there. You're getting deep. Yeah, that was good. You were doing some healing. I see. That was an unexpected twist. See, you are an onion. Many levels to this man.
I'm an angry onion.
Well, at least you're an onion. That's good.
Yeah.
They go in most dishes. They add flavor.
They do.
They're good.
Sure.
Yeah. I think he's talking to his beloved.
But I enjoy unraveling things for sure. So you mentioned onions, so that's a good thing.
Okay. I think our love was too much for him, Eleanor. He had to leave. It was just too much. Yeah, that's okay. Not everyone's going to fully understand.
It's intense.
I get it. I know. They don't understand this multi-dimensional multi-life, schizophrenia. No, I'm sorry. I'll be okay. So, Mr. Murphy, what made you wake up one day and say, I think I want to have OBS in the background. I think I want to make 3D dolls or whatever you make there. And I also, by the way, want to have some really dope drum beats in the background while I do this.
I found other people on, like Facebook Live maybe 4 or 5 years ago when it first started. Like some people had the icon to go live from their post window. Some people didn't, and people were getting really excited about that. I kept like refreshing my Facebook and like doing quick updates and seeing if I had like the live stream icon on there because I was really excited. I saw a couple of people with like graphics behind them, lower third stuff, like just popping up from nowhere. And I'm like, how are you doing this with your phone? I reached out to a person and they were like, oh, well, I'm not doing it with my phone. I'm doing it with a computer and an app called OBS. I'm like, OBS, more money I have to spend. Like, tell me about it. And it's like, oh, it's free. So then it just snowballed into...
How many years ago?
About like late or early 2016. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, because you've got some skills. You're not a person who just read the manual one day.
Sorry, gentlemen.
Nope.
It's okay. We cried all collectively together. We prayed for you because we didn't know where you went.
My queen called me and asked me.
I noticed it was your queen. I could tell.
I
saw that.
Yeah,
happy wife,
queen.
Happy life. Yes, Mr. Murphy, write that down.
Michael, my wife doesn't agree with that.
No. What does she agree with?
She always says, she says if she's happy, she would be disappointed because I'm making her happy. We have what we call synergy, win-win. It's called the University of Us. If we both come to an agreement, then we walk in it. Neither one of us are going to lose in the relationship. So we work together to make sure we both get what we want. And if not, we decide to put it on the shelf and not be concerned about it.
When is the last time you had a rip-roaring fight? Do you remember?
The other day, because we're doing some work in the house.
Yeah.
Because obviously with the pandemic.
Yeah.
My wife is wanting to do some redesigning, and we're having different people come and give us bids.
Yeah.
And I explained to her that it's pretty simple for me. It's called a fee for service, and I want to make sure people giving us for the fee that we agree upon.
You're breaking up really bad, Brady.
Sometimes she wants to go a little bit beyond that. Say again?
Yeah. You're breaking up. I saw.
Say again?
You're breaking up really bad. Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. Is that better?
I'm gonna. Do you hear my dog? She's just.
I do.
She's just flipping.
He's making
I put Edward down there. I could only understand about every third word. I had him here as a light being for a bit. Do you see we have that photo there? He was an ascended master in the room there, but he's wonderful. The only problem is a lot of times his cell phone breaks in, breaks out. So, but what great information and depth of information he has.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever directly, both of you, have you both talked to Randy at all?
I have not.
Yeah, I have.
Looking forward to it though, for sure.
Yeah, well, I just invited him, so we'll see. He won't have bandwidth problems at all, and he'll get on me because we haven't talked to anybody in the room. Which
I haven't.
Yeah, I know. I could see you were typing there. You were looking after the family. Thank you. See, and you've always done that role, and I appreciate that. Where I fall short, you were the wind beneath my wings, and I
oh dear.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of pressure on me.
You know what Zoe's saying? I'm the wind beneath your wings. She is nothing. She's no one.
Definitely,
Randy,
I can hear that.
Randy, there you go. We got Randy in the house. How are you, sir? How was your day?
Hey, I'm doing great. We're having myself and another small group of people. We do a daily Twitch broadcast where we just sit back and we do technical stuff and things of that nature. So
your microphone right now isn't working right, buddy. It's almost like you're on a secondary mic or something. I can hear you, but not the full robust Randy, like the Papa's in the house Randy, that kind of Randy. Hello, I'm here.
There's a lot of room stuff going on.
Yeah.
There we go. We're back.
Are we back? Okay. It's
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't switch my mic again. Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. So I thought you would love to meet C.S. Murphy here. I've never had him on the show before. I love the work that he's doing. Randy and I have both had problems with OBS in the past and have tried. And I've done some things well. Oh, you're not allowed to see me. Zoe's decided.
Mr. C.S. Murphy, I actually been watching you the past few days in your 3D virtual reality realm, walking around with your food in it. I was actually enjoying it quite a bit, and I wanted to ask you, when what
Sure.
we see on screen, is that what you see? When we see your cartoonic carrier walking through the forest, is that what you see also?
Yeah, that's exactly it. What you see is basically a representation of what is in the headset.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was enjoying it the other day. You were walking through and shooting the animals and the dog, and you had your little red laser going, and I was going, oh man, I should get into that.
But Randy, I heard you did a cooking show this morning. That's what I heard. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I just went to the fish market and I bought some shrimp, came home and cooked it. So I do a weekly shrimp deal from the shrimp place, you know.
So
I go down to the fish market and buy something weekly and just cook it.
Eleanor, do you do art at all? Are you like an artist of any sort? Do you draw or paint or? Yes. Okay. That's what I was thinking.
I'm a painter. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I was getting the vibe that you were super artistic, like either, you know, a writer or someone who did art or a singer, maybe all the above, triple
All
talent.
of the above.
Eleanor, can I pay you to do a painting for me? I need a painting that you can do large and then roll up and send me in a tube. Is that possible?
It depends on what you want painted, and if I can paint what you want painted.
Yeah, nothing too exciting. If you look behind me here, I'm on this white beige pasty wall. I just want something behind there to give me more, something just other than my dull view. I don't like the green screen stuff. I've had that, and it's okay, but I just would like to have a nice something back here. I don't know.
Like a huge painting of me. I think that would really entice his life. Maybe with my dog as well. Actually, if you could do one of his Earl, that would be awesome. Actually, I would love that.
Who's Earl?
Earl's his
I
cat.
already have the Earl painting by Jane. And,
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I would like something that I set behind me for my daily broadcasting. I would probably ask you to be creative.
I want one of C.S. Murphy in my background. That's what I want. Just him.
You mean just a painting of me? You mean just in the background?
No. You float. Do you just floating around doing interpretive dance? That would really make me happy. I would like that.
The only thing you need is yourself standing like this, holding a sign that says, "What are you thankful for?"
Yes.
That is your catchphrase. Everybody knows you for that.
Yes.
What are you thankful for?
Yes. And Rambles. Oh.
Hey Vince, how are you? Everybody in your comments, Mr. Michaels. I know he's a seasoned.
He's useless. Yep, Randy, say hi to our people. Go ahead. Show them love, buddy.
Bulldog Mom, hello and welcome to another beautiful broadcast where your problems are your problem. And I mean that in a technical way because her phone always has a problem and I don't know how to help her. And Von Ellen, hello. He says, I agree, Michael. Chris L, hello, CS. Hello, Vince. Hello, Bulldog again. Hello, Sadie. And Vince Guzman. Everybody's favorite Vince is Vince. And Edward.
This is in the house.
Edward was here, and I was trying to talk to him, but he disappeared.
Yeah, he was with his Palladium brothers. He kept morphing into the freakazoid robots and androids, and it was getting bad. So,
okay, what I would like to recommend, maybe you should try something different, Bulldog Mom. I mean, I'm not really sure, but I understand the data required to be a broadcaster and receive them is a little high demand. So hopefully in the coming days, your experience will improve. I know you're patiently waiting. Uh, Eleanor is always clear. In the beginning, Eleanor, you were having problems, but now I have seen you're always clear and nice.
I had a problem for maybe like a week or so where I was coming in blurry, but I reset like all the settings, like not on Haps, like on my actual computer. I just like washed everything clean, like reset everything, and that fixed it. So it was something on my end that I obviously hit like in my settings that made it do that.
So you were able to fix it yourself just by cleaning out your cache memory and all of that.
Well, I literally just reset every setting on my computer back to like its original setting.
Well, you look great tonight. You really do.
Oh, thanks.
And Mr. C.S. Murphy, your broadcasts are always crystal clear. You're a pro at it, so it's great to be a professional.
What do you run? Like, if you don't mind me asking, like what kind of computer do you run? Do you have like I know you run OBS. We talked about that, but you must have pretty good bandwidth. You must have like to run that. That would be I would assume a crap load of bandwidth. Am I right?
Not really. I mean, I just got a new internet service that runs, I think, at 1,200 megabits per second or whatever. I was running on 800 before, and it was fine. But I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I also run like a 50-foot cable, like an Ethernet cable from my living room into my studio, because it's so you can't go Wi-Fi with this kind of stuff. It's too dodgy still to this day. So as long as you're hardwired and you're cognizant of like frame rate and bit rate and all that stuff, you should be good. But to answer your question about gear, I have a very simple VR ready computer. I was more concerned about being able to put a headset on and to have my computer actually, work with me while I create stuff. So that was first and foremost. And as far as like the graphics card, it's very basic. RAM is very basic, but it definitely helps your OBS experience because you could use your graphics card to allocate all the computations from everything going on in the background to scene changes and things like that without hurting your CPU's power. Your CPU power can just allocate all of the things that are going on your computer, like the apps and everything.
So with you, if you could give us a little word of advice for someone who would like to do something similar to what you do, how much learning is involved in running OBS to the level that you're running at? I've done basic stuff, but I'm not doing anything remotely as elaborate. Right, Zoe? Yeah, you tell him.
It's just a green screen thing, having proper lighting to make sure that you're cropped out. There's no green reflections and things like that. I'm kind of like a stickler for details like that. So I have like a very critical eye, and just making sure that everything is running smoothly. And I've been doing it for a while. So.
How do you sustain yourself in the sense of making a living?
To be honest with you, while I'm on here, I'll get a couple of people that, talk to me a little bit about, wanting me to create like a service for them, whether it be character related stuff or websites. So it's mainly part social media, then it's one part just going out and just hitting the internet. I go to Creative Circle, Indeed, entertainmentcareers.net.
So someone can hire you. That's what I'm saying.
Michael, your dog is freaking me out.
Yeah.
It's so
the information.
She's mad. She's mad because I'm not paying attention to her. She's so mad.
Chihuahua, total Chihuahua.
Yeah. She's like, there is one show. It's called Me. That's it. That's all you need to know. That is the depth of your being. I am every love you would ever need in this
I'm trying
life.
to listen to C.S. Murphy, and then all in the background, I keep hearing.
She sounds like she's gnawing on a mouse, right? Yeah.
What's up? Thammer from Riyadh has joined you, Mr. Michael. Welcome, Thammer from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Salam. Hello. Joy has joined you guys in your broadcast.
Yeah, Joy is lovely.
Johnny B. Good is
You know
here.
what,
Johnny
Johnny?
Good.
Johnny said something that I actually agree with, because as soon as Edward started talking and he was talking about some really, really profound stuff, Michael, you had your dog near you, and Johnny said something that I thought I thought someone was passing gas for a second, because he has these like rhythmic tones in his voice box there, and it was really funny. I was like, okay, no one did that. Okay, it's the dog, all right. And then Johnny said that's what I had to just interject and say, I feel you, Johnny. It did sound like about 10 minutes ago while Edward was talking that Edward was sneaking a few one cheek sneaks.
That was just Zoe. That was just Zoe. Yeah. She's near the end of her life here. She was supposed to live 3 years.
Hey,
She's 13 now.
Hello. Sorry, Michael. You got another person saying hello, Francisco from Facebook. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody who's here. So listen, I'm going to end this broadcast very soon here. I'm going to take care of her, but I always end the broadcast with, and Randy knows, tell them, what are you grateful for?
What are you grateful for?
What are you grateful for? So, number one, I definitely want to know what Eleanor is grateful for. Yes. What are you grateful for?
Well, I have spent the last week having a Crohn's flare-up, and I am grateful that today I'm not in extreme pain, and I'm feeling well, and I was able to get up and out of bed, and that's just fantastic. I'm so grateful for that.
Okay, Randy, do you want to go next?
No
What are you
problem.
grateful for?
I'm grateful for another beautiful day with beautiful people, and I'm grateful to be in the presence of Mr. C.S. Murphy and especially Miss Eleanor. Michael, it's always good to be here with you, and it's all about the community and everybody popping into the comments. I'm grateful that people are here and having a good time and feeling that community interaction that we all need every day.
Absolutely. C.S. Murphy, thank you. I was a little starstruck when you first came on. I still want the poster behind me. What are you currently grateful for? And if you could do some interpretive dance, that would be great, and I can record it and just put it on the background. Go for it, sir.
Well, first of all, I don't dance, and my girlfriend's very upset at that. So you're going to have to accept that for what that is. What I'm grateful for, I'm just grateful for having another day to give this another shot. I have a roof over my head. I have keys in my pocket, as Edward was saying, that actually go to places that, help me out on a daily basis. I have you guys to keep me company on the HAPS app. We're all grounded right now. The whole world is basically, quarantined. So the best next outlet we have is each other. And what a great, amazing platform to be on, where we can all talk with each other and do something that isn't possible without the exception of starting a pen pal service with each and every one of you and getting to know you on a personal level before getting to speak with you. We live in such an amazing age where we have this technology and we can all just link up and look like the Brady Bunch here for a second as complete strangers and actually build meaningful friendships and relationships. So that's I would say what I'm grateful for. Haps you guys, life, and to be able to do it again, hopefully tomorrow morning.
Well said, bravo.
Beautiful. Eleanor, I'm so glad that we finally met again in this life, and my heart is full, and I feel like I finally met my destination again, and please don't burn me in the barn again. We wish you well.
Well, don't get with my sister. I'm just saying.
Well, I was confused.
But stay away from the sister.
It was dark.
It was dark. It was lonely. Okay. I am a man.
She's got blue hair. I've got red hair.
Okay, take care. We'll all do this. Let's all do this. I swear I was never there. Okay.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
I guess.